Hello again, everybody. Zack Attack is here with my WWE Raw review on Monday, October 16th, 2017, from Portland, Oregon. Well, this is the last Raw before TLC this Sunday, pay-per-view. And we have some new matches added as we get towards it. We have a tag match sign. We found the pre-show match. But I have a little bone to pick with this pay-per-view. Usually when we get to TLC, we have the obligatory TLC match, tables, ladders, and chairs, which we still don't know if it's going to be for a title or pinfall submission will count. I think they're going that route. We'll get to that when I comment about it. But we always have a tables match, a ladder match, and a chairs match. Well, guess what? We're not going to have any of those matches. We're not going to have a table match. We're going to have a ladder match. We're not going to have a chairs match, which is kind of weird and stupid at the same time. You know what I mean? So they're putting all their efforts on the big TLC main event, which when we began Raw, it was 4-on-3. With the Shield against Strowman, The Miz, and The Bar. Sheamus is all. Better night. We get a little alteration of that. Decent little Raw tonight, heading towards TLC. So good matches. The tag team title match was great. The main event was not bad, which saw a big red return, as you see by my subtitle. I'll comment about that in a little bit. But let's start from the beginning. Our first segment, Kurt Angle coming out. Talking about the big main event, the off-mentioned main event, this Sunday. As we began Raw, like I said, it was 3-on-4, 4-on-3. Talking about the Shield against, Sheamus and The Miz and Cesaro and Strowman. So as Angle was talking about how excited he is for the night and, of course, for the main event for this Sunday, we had the original Shield music play. I think I kind of said it last week. When we saw the big Shield reunion last week, we saw all three together for the first time in 3 years. Rollins, Ambrose, and Reigns. I was like, they're going to bring back the original theme. Well, for the first time in those many years, we heard Sierra Hotel, Indigo, Shield, the original theme, and the original entrance. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, they went through the crowd for the first time since they broke up, and Roman had been using that same entrance until late last year. The last time he did it by himself was in Detroit, and I was there for that, and I saw him get prepared for that, so I was going to go to see that, but now you got the old Shield music and the entrance. I even said it last week. All you do now is bring back the old school promos with the handy cam. So I was gonna go when they do those promos. They didn't bring that back. They want to go full nostalgia on us. You got the feedback, the entrance, and the old outfits. You got the overwear the bulletproof vest again, not just woman. So and they look at it. I think this Shield was bringing the best out of him, especially Ambrose. Ambrose here was the Ambrose we saw in the Shield. We miss now with this current incarnation, as the lunatic fringe is not working too well. Like all three guys look rejuvenated. Run a piece of Miz, Strowman, and Cesaro and Mr. Cesaro. And Ambrose once again said, we want 4-on-4, 3-on-3, 5-on, whatever. No matter how many men, we're going to beat you up this Sunday. We want you now. So we saw everybody come out, Strowman, The Bar, and The Miz. But before any brawling between the 7 would take place, Angle put a stop to that. Reminding everybody about everyone getting a chance to beat up each other, besides The Miz, mentioning the Roman Strowman cage match. I forgot to mention that last week on my review, that match was made. And a match that was made earlier this evening on Facebook, Sheamus is all getting another shot at the Raw Tag Team Champions, Rollins and Ambrose. And everyone involved will be banned from both matches. The keyword is supposed to be banned from both matches. And they added an extra step to the Reigns Strowman match. Miz said, Ambrose wins mouth again. Say he wants more than 4 guys to face off. 5, 6, 7, 8, you'll be anybody. he wanted a fifth guy. So Angle's like, Miz, you get your wish. You will get a fifth guy. If Strowman can be Roman tonight. However, if Strowman fails against Roman, it'd be 3-on-3 again. The Shield against the Miz and the Bar. We'll see how the cards are dealt. We're on to our first matchup. A 6-man tag with the Club teaming up with Elias to take on Jason Jordan and Apollo Crews and Titus O'Neil. When it comes to them two and Silas, this is a feud that never ends. Anyway, there's a cool little segment to begin this match. You had Silas with the Good Brothers singing, with the guitar and everything. Silas was ready to sing a song and sing about Jason Jordan. And I was like, yay. At least he's not feuding with Titus and Apollo anymore. Or so I thought, as I mentioned. But then I realized it's a 6-man. I was like, please don't let Jordan team up with Apollo and Titus. Sadly, he did. But it was kind of funny. They're all, like, the Good Brothers were tuning, and they were singing, Jason Jordan is a nerd! Nerd! Nostalgia Critic called, he wants his phrasing back. Because he calls it an angry video game nerd. Nerd! I saw those videos again the other day. About Nostalgia Critic and angry video game nerd, two internet personalities facing off against each other in a little fake feud. Because the alter egos like each other. Anywho, we're not here to talk about internet videos on YouTube. We're here to talk about wrestling. These little 6-man here. Jordan looked good pretty early. But then Silas, I call Elias Silas sometimes. Silas Young from Ring of Honor. But Elias, he got a cool little moving. A mule kick. At least he didn't do old school this week. Because he did that last week. Was Taker's own move from the rope. Because I think Bully Ray shouted him out on Twitter. And I think after that, and saying that Taker was pissed, he didn't do it this week. So, maybe Taker's influence didn't help it. Because Taker is the most respected person in the company. Even if he's retired now. So, after Elias got some good moves in, Jordan got hot, taking down the Club. And everyone got a shot in. Like, Apollo got some shots in, especially on Elias. So did like little Furies here. There were big kicks and stuff, everybody. But then Cole Anderson got in there. After Jordan took him out, he took Gallows out too. And Apollo did a big atomic bomb for the victory. I'm interested to know that he did not pin Elias. He pinned one member of the Club. So it's kind of interesting. So, decent little match. To open up here, the first match was decent for what it was. Then we had a singles match now. Cruiserweight match. For the first time in a while, let's say this much, we did not get a Cruiserweight main event for the first time in weeks. We did get this Cruiserweight segment. We got this buddy feud with Jack Gallagher and Cedric Alexander in action. There would be a tag match this Sunday. Not on the pre-show, shockingly. It would be on the main card. It would be Cedric Alexander teaming up with Rich Swann, who was in his corner tonight in the singles match, against Jack Gallagher. In his corner tonight was his tag team partner for the Sunday, his newfound friend, D. Brian Kendrick. Apparently Gallagher's heel now. I've been watching 205 Live. Probably one of only 5 people to actually watch 205 Live. But, Jack Gallagher's decent here, but I miss him as a babyface. Anywho, decent action here and there, but as expected, the outside forces got a little bit too involved. This matchup, Gallagher had his partner Kendrick help a little bit. Swann put him in check before the lumbar check was delivered. But so a decent little short match, but good action for both guys. Gallagher some good shots in until, like I said, the up-mentioned lumbar check in the victory for Cedric Alexander. His partner with Swann would now take on Gallagher as a result of this in a singles match tomorrow night on 205 Live. Or tonight, depending on when you're watching, because it'll probably be early Tuesday when this goes up. So, there you go. So, these little short match. Guys come to good shots in. It was a short match, but it was more exciting than most non-cruiserweight title matches on Raw. So better than last week's tag match. Last week's tag match sucked. This better improvement. See what happens with the tag match this Sunday, though. Now on to Braun Strowman and The Miz. Miz was hosting his Miz TV with Braun Strowman as his guest. He was being accompanied by Curtis Axel, got a chant from the Portland crowd. And Sheamus and Cesaro accompanied him. Cesaro had a little mouthpiece because he can't speak properly because of his teeth being crushed in still. And that's when they were talking about Ambrose saying they want more than... They don't care how many guys they face. And that's when Kurt Angle made that stip to the cage match tonight and all that. So that's how it all stemmed from this Miz TV. Is Bo Dallas injured or something? We didn't see him last week. We didn't see him again this week. What's up with Bo? Was he fired or was he injured? But now we're on to our next affair. Alicia Fox, Sasha Banks. Kind of renewing their feud from earlier this spring that was like unnecessary. But this stemmed from Alicia Fox being eliminated. In the match last week, the Fatal 5-Way to determine who would face Asuka, which would be Emma, by the way. Alicia Fox was eliminated quickly by Sasha in the elimination match. I think, from what I heard, they forgot to mention it was an elimination match. We didn't know it until last minute. I heard there was some difficulty. They forgot to announce that step, from what I heard. So these two faced off. And Alicia Fox is like, this new gimmick of hers is like, she doesn't get enough respect. She's like, I've been in this company for 10 years. I don't get much respect. I don't even have a t-shirt. She does have a t-shirt now. Crazy like a fox. She didn't even wear it. You finally got a t-shirt. You don't even fucking wear it. Bitch. Anyway. Better than other matches in the past. But the same was all like the others. Despite Alicia's best efforts, she got cornered by Sasha with the big knees. And of course got put in the bank statement and tapped out once again. No excuses, Alicia. She said she was just touching her nose. But there was no excuses tonight. She was tapping. But Alicia had the last word as she attacked Sasha in the back. More physical and more violent we ever seen her. The crazy fox, but she's crazy. She does get interesting when she goes crazy like a fox, as she would say in her t-shirt says, even though she ain't wearing it. And the referee's trying to break it up. She even knocked down the referee. She's being punished somewhat by being fined and undisclosed fee, as they said, storyline-wise. And the pre-show match. It'll be a rematch between Sasha and Alicia on the pre-show. I'm happy it's not a cruiserweight match, but it's a women's match. Sasha's been in a lot of pre-shows, too. She was in a Royal Rumble pre-show back in January against Nia Jax. So, now we have this match with her and Alicia in the pre-show. So, see how this pans out. See if Alicia gets some heat from this. Because she's not been used lately. Now, last few weeks, she's been saying that, I don't get much respect around here because I've been around for 10 years and no one respects me, blah, blah, blah. I don't even have a t-shirt. And like I said, she does have a t-shirt now. I just saw a picture of it. Yet she doesn't even wear it. What a bitch. Maybe she'll wear it Sunday. Speaking of that, we have, of course, Enzo Amore cashing in his rematch clause against Kalisto this Sunday. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I'm disappointed there's not an individual table match, ladder match, or jam match for this Sunday besides the TLC match. With all tables, ladders, and chairs. And they forgot to say, oh my, every time they said tables and ladders and chairs. Oh my. It's like obligatory to say things after certain phrases. For wrestling fans, it's obligatory to say, bye-bye, every time you say Adam Cole. Bye-bye. It's obligatory every time you say tables and ladders and chairs. Oh my, must follow. Anywho, I'm surprised this ain't the ladder match. This should have been a ladder match. Enzo talking a little smack about Kalisto, beating him last week in the Lumberjack match, which we found out later on. The reason why Kalisto took on Mr. Amore. You kidding? Here. The reason why we saw this Kalisto against Enzo is because Neville walked out. Because I said last week, where was Neville? Well, I heard he walked out. His status with the company is unknown at this time. As been a lot of conflicting reports of him announcing his release. A lot of companies have mentioned it, including Young Bucks and the Bullet Club. I'll still do it. I'm not getting sued, but they got the one suite now. Because they can't do this. They get the one suite. It's not the same, though. Fuck WWE for that. Anyway, but cease and desist. Even Enzo sent a kick-off house show that he was the one who got Neville fired, or the reason why Neville walked out. He didn't say that tonight. He had to keep it company as he was ready to get back his title and ready to take on Kalisto this Sunday. Talking a little smack talk of Skywalker onto the new Cruiserweight Champion. Saying, where's my boo? I got screwed and duped and robbed. It was all because of interference from Mufasa Ali. So Kalisto came out, had a little trouble with his promo, but he recovered quickly. Talking some smack of his own. But as they were about to brawl, Enzo had some friends, despite Enzo being one of the most hated guys in the locker room. And even if Cruiserweight's beating him up after he won the title, he does have some friends. Oh, and Daivari, and also Noam Dar, who we have not seen in a long time, and Drew Gulak, and all that. You know, Enzo does have friends. They were attacking Kalisto, and then Mustafa Ali came out. He got pummeled. And the new Cruiserweight champion got laid out by a Jaldonzo by Enzo. So the heels got some heat here and leads to a match tomorrow night on 205 Live. Enzo and Daivari against Kalisto and Mufasa Ali. Now, no, he's not also Prince Ali. Mentioning Disney stuff. On with our Wall Tag Team title match as The Bar would challenge Rollins and Ambrose. Coming out to their individual themes tonight after coming out to the Shield music with Reigns to begin the night. And Reigns would come out to his own theme later on as well. So they still come out to the individual themes, but when they Shield, they come to that old music and do the old entrance. And decent match, not as good as the previous matches. But there was some good action, especially Sheamus and Zayn once again doing some double teaming. After the early fury from the champs, with both champs flying and doing some big high flying offense. But then after the ball came back with some big moves, like I said, the double teaming. Rollins was being isolated for the most point, got the hot tag team post. Coming some big moves. And they both did suicide dives, but the ending was kind of botched. Sheamus is always going for a heart attack, and he kind of botched it a little bit. I think cues were missed. You know, it was kind of a botch. So we did the ending. Sheamus is always going for the double team. Again, a modified Celtic cross to the uppercut. What they were trying to do before it got botched a little. And then would Rollins would come in with the clothesline knee, and of course, Dirty Deeds. And the victory. Retain the titles, the champs, Rollins and Ambrose, despite a little hiccup during the ending of the match. You know, not as good as other matches, but still good match, good tag match. The ending, kind of weird. You know, little hiccup there, but they recovered after redoing it. So, there you go. Before our main event, we would see Curtis Axel trying to find Roman Reigns. And he did see one point he was trying to get to him before break, and he got laid out by being tied up. And he thought the Shield did it. I think somebody else did it. We shall see. Now on to Finn Balor's segment. Talking about this Sister Abigail. A lot of people kind of mixed about the whole Sister Abigail thing. It's not a woman playing it, yet it's an alter ego with Bray and Drag. Notice tonight, when they replayed that segment from last week, the decoder effect that made Bray's voice sound like a girl was gone. They didn't play that back with that decoder. It was that bad, people. That bad. So instead, like Bray's voice kind of like sound a little bit more feminine. I don't know what they did. Man, we recorded it. I don't know what happened. Well, it was a different audio take on Bray doing that promo than he did on last week with Dakota. We didn't see Bray or Abigail. We did see Balor saying that he's ready for Sister Abigail to unleash the demon. I think we all knew that was going to happen. With the demon against Sister Abigail, and that is what's happening this Sunday at TLC. Hopefully this feud will come to an end and die finally after this Sunday. The only intriguing part about this feud continues is these alter egos clashing. You know, the Sister Drag Abigail, as I called her last week, taking on the demon with orange face paint because it's Halloween. So, there you go. He had the same kind of effect that Bray had with like the filter thing with going back and forth between Will Bray and Abigail Bray, calling her an alter ego. And then we had Balor going back and forth between him and the face paint that was pre-taped. Using the Bray effect was interesting and weird. So there's that. Next matchup, we had a tag team affair. We had Alexa Bliss teaming up with Emma against Mickie James and her partner, Bayley. Of course, I was thinking Asuka, but not going to waste Asuka's debut tonight after teasing it for TLC for so long. So she will still debut at TLC this Sunday on the main roster. Hope they don't mess them up. We've seen so many NXT call-ups get ruined. Just ask Revival, man. Feel bad for them. The bad luck of injuries. And Small Joe, too. He's hurt, too. We don't hear it back. Anywho, this is a little women's match. At least Emma had a little more connection with her tag partner tonight. You know, she's had her problems with tag partners lately, Emma. With Alicia Fox and all that. But now tonight, she didn't have any issues with Blissy tonight. Isolating Bayley early. You know, double teaming. Bayley came back with some big moves. Tagging in Mickie James. Getting her shots in on Alexa Bliss. Big punches, even a little slap from Bliss. I think she slapped Bayley, and I think she slapped Bayley too. And, should I say, Mickie too. So then Mickie was going for a mid kick, but Bliss would counter it a couple times. And Bayley would take out Emma. And then Bliss would take out Bayley. And then Bliss would eat a mid kick. And the 1, 2, 3, yes, Mickie James did pin the Raw Women's Champion. I thought Emma would eat the pin. But I didn't want Emma to eat a pin tonight because she's going to eat one this Sunday to Asuka. So that means Mickie loses on Sunday to Bliss. Usually that happens. Like if one person wins the Raw before pay-per-view, the other person wins on the pay-per-view. That's the real logic. For watching it for so long, that's what happens. So we saw Mickie win tonight. That means we won't see her win Sunday. But we thought the same thing when we saw Natalya, when she made Charlotte tap out on the SmackDown before the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. We thought that means Charlotte will win or a cash-in will happen. Neither of those things happen, as we know. Natalya would win by a DQ. Well, lose by DQ. Charlotte would win, but by DQ. So we thought, you know, since Natalya won on the Tuesday, that Charlotte would win Sunday. That didn't happen, so who knows? Maybe Bliss will still win Mickie will win on Sunday. You know, we'll see what happens with that. But I think Bliss will retain. They'd probably lose to Asuka. Unless I even said about Mickie losing to Asuka, because she did lose to Asuka before when she came back to the WWE earlier last year in NXT. So, there you go. On to our next matchup, the main event. Steel cage match. Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman. Now, I told you about Chris Axel wanting a piece of Roman Reigns following the balls lost to Rollins and Ambrose. But he got taken out, being lifted up on a forklift. Vince was trying to find them. He wasn't too happy with, he was looking for Axel backstage, and Strowman's like, I told him to get Rollins and Ambrose and Wayne specifically, and I told him to go get him. And Miz is like, not happy. So kind of a funny little segment there. And that's when, like I see, found Axel tied up to a forklift. Everyone thinks Shield did it, but I think somebody else did it. Because I told you the stip that if Mr. Strowman would win, a fifth guy would be added to the TLC match. And when Miz came on commentary, despite being banned from ringside, he was still on commentary. That doesn't count. He said, I love Axel, but Axel wasn't going to be our fifth guy. So, there you go, if they were to get it. Decent cage match. These two have had good matches in the past. Not one of the best, but still a decent matchup. Some vicious spots, especially when Strowman nailed, like, he had Woman in between the ropes and the cage, and he kind of speared him. That was a nasty little spot. But my favorites, though, was they were climbing on the side, and then, despite being banned, we still had the ball, and Rollins and Ambrose come out anyway to beat up. As Woman was climbing, the ball came out first to try to stop Woman from climbing out of the cage because the door was locked. So you had to go, you got to escape through the top, besides pin or submission being the only ways to win. And that's when, Rollins and Ambrose came out, they balled all the way in the back, and Miz even locked them out in the parking structure area to make sure all four stay away like Kurt Angle said, even though they disobeyed him. Anyway, there's a good spot in there as Woman and Strowman are getting back from climbing out. A nice vertical suplex from Strowman from the middle with Woman on top of the cage. That was an awesome spot there. That was great. I liked that. That was cool. And then Strowman was going for the power slam, and at one point, Reigns would do the Superman punch to him in midair. I was like, dang it, Reigns wins. But no, thankfully, Strowman gets out of it. But then Reigns was going for the spear and Superman punch again. And all of a sudden, the lights run out, and some familiar music hits. Somewhat fire pyro sound happened. We didn't see fire, but an effect was made. And we were like, wait a minute, it can't be. It can't be who I think it is with this familiar music. But it was. It's a big red machine crawled from under the ring, ripped the ring, came from underneath. Yep, it's gotta be Kane. It's gotta be Kane. Yep, Kane is back, taking some time off of his mayor campaign in Knox County, Tennessee. Glenn Jacobs, a.k.a. Kane, came out and attacked Roman Reigns, laid him out with a chokeslam and a tombstone before letting Strowman pick up the pieces with the power slam and the victory for Braun Strowman. And Miz declaring that the fifth guy, since now they can make it a 5-on-3 TLC match with Strowman's victory, the fifth guy is indeed Kane. Because I was thinking about it at first. Because I was like, who's the fifth guy going to be? It's going to be a what? Because it can't be Big Show. He's out, and he's a good guy. I mean, he is getting back in shape. Working out again after his hip injury that led to surgery in the steel cage match with Strowman last month. And then I read people were saying some more jokes. I was like, we haven't seen Joe in a bit. He's coming from a knee injury. Great way to come back. But some people be like, wah. But I don't mind Kane in this. You know what I mean? He's doing it for a couple reasons. One, this year is the 20th anniversary of his debut. Now, yes, he got involved in a cage match, not in Hell in a Cell, which was the match he debuted in. But hey, it was still cool to see Kane come back, at least to honor his 20th anniversary. But as I really thought about it, about why Kane's getting involved, light bulb went off. Big reason why I think Kane's involved in this match, and specifically why he got involved in this match attacking Reigns. Of course, he's avenging the fact that Roman Reigns retired his brother, The Undertaker, at WrestleMania 33. So I was like, well, that's a good reason. You know, Kane's back from the dead. Basically, we haven't seen him in a long, long time. You know, because he's been, his alter ego, Glenn Jacobs, is running for mayor in Knox County. I heard he just did a meet and greet event with Daniel Bryan in Tennessee, running for mayor. So good luck to him, though. But I don't know what kind of mayor would be a wrestler at the same time, come through from underneath the ring and beat up Roman Reigns. Which, despite the bags with the Shield, when he comes out alone, he still gets booed. You're trying to get him over, and that's why he brought the Shield back. He's chilled with the Shield. When he's solo, he's still getting booed. He still has some moves when he came out earlier. And kind of a pop and got beat up by Kane. And like I said, he's back specifically against Reigns. In this match, will probably lead to a feud between these two individually, stemming from this 5-on-3 now. 5-on-3 TLC match this Sunday. The only match involving tables and ladders and chairs, oh my, happening this Sunday on the pay-per-view. So that's how we end Raw, with Kane and Strowman celebrating and Miz smiling as we went off the air tonight, knowing that it's going to be the Miz, the Strowman, the Bar, and the Big Red Machine Kane against the Shield this Sunday in a TLC match. Now, we still, like I said, there will be no title on the line. No ladder in the climb. So they're going to go to the rules of the first TLC match with the Shield in it 5 years ago. It was Shield against, ironically, Kane. Kane was in the Shield's first match on a pay-per-view, which is TLC. So it's kind of weird that it's kind of coming full circle that for the Shield's first match in 3 years, it's at the TLC pay-per-view, the pay-per-view debuted. And on the opposite side is one of the guys who was in their first match, Kane, who was with Daniel Bryan and Ryback. And the object was to pin or submit somebody because there was nothing to climb for. So that's what we're going to go with. The step is how to determine the winner is by pinfall or submission. Of course, that match came about after CM Punk got hurt, spoiling a match he was supposed to have with Ryback, where Ryback was kind of popular when he had some heat. Which I love Punk. I think they could have pulled the trigger on Ryback. He was hot at that time, and after that, he was never that hot again. Even when he won the IC title again and the US title. So, there you go. So, that's our main event. 5-on-3 now. With the return of Kane. It's kind of what, but not exactly. Especially when you know that, hey, he's there storyline-wise because he wants to beat up on Roman Reigns after he retired his brother, The Undertaker, his storyline brother, The Undertaker. So, that's that. And that's it for my Raw review this evening. Thank you so much for watching. With that in mind, you've all been attacked by the review from Zach. See you later. Bye-bye.